A very good morning, class 6. So, class 6, today we will be beginning with the third chapter of geography, that is motions of the earth. In this chapter, we will be studying the different motions of the earth. Okay, so let's begin the chapter. First, class, as we all know that the earth has two types of motions, which is rotation and revolution. Okay, now what is rotation? We will see. Class, in the first chapter of geography, we discussed that all the planets move in their own orbit, and this movement is called rotation. In the chapter 1 of our first chapter of geography, in the solar system, we discussed that all the planets have their own orbits and they move in their own orbit, or axis. So this movement, the movement is called rotation. As you can see the image, you can see blue color earth and moon also. So earth is moving in its own axis, and this movement is called rotation. Okay, class. Next, revolution. See, class, revolution, as we all are aware that all the planets move around the sun. It can be Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. So all the planets in the solar system move around the sun, and in their fixed path. They have one fixed path or orbit, and this is called revolution. So they move in their fixed path and around the sun. So this is called revolution. Okay, so these are the two movements of the earth which are very important. Number one is rotation and number two is revolution. Now, class, in the last chapter we talked about the imaginary lines, latitude, longitude, equator. Now we all know what are the horizontal imaginary lines and what is vertically lines, imaginary lines, and these makes an angle of 66 1.5 degree if we see from the horizontal point of view, and if we go from a vertical point of view, it will make an angle of 23.5. Okay, so they make an angle which is imaginary line, okay, with the help of its orbital plane. Now you will ask, what is orbital plane? The plane means the surface which is formed by the orbit is known as the orbital plane. The surface or the plane that is formed by the orbit is called orbital plane. Now moving on towards the light, how the earth gets light. So class, the earth receives light from the sun. In the chapter 1 of geography, we have studied that the sun is the only source of light and energy for the entire solar system. So all the planets get light from the sun only. So similarly, earth also get its light from the sun. Now talking about its shape, because of its spherical shape of the earth, we know that the shape of the earth is spherical, and because of the shape of the earth, only half of the earth gets light from the sun. See class, we all know that earth is tilted, so because of it, this tilted position, only the half. Likewise, if northern pole will have your sunlight, the southern will have the night. So the portion that is facing the sun, there will be light. Okay, there will be the day. Because of sun we can see day, and there will be no sun means there will be no day. So the portion that is facing the sun, that will have day, and the other half will have night. So if the sunlight falls on the northern hemisphere, it will be your day, and if the sunlight falls on the southern, it will be the day, and the other part of the earth will have night. Okay, now see class, the circle that divides the day from night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. We can see one line here, every one of you can see one line, okay, and this divides the day from night. This is day, the brighter one, and the darker one is night, because the sunlight is falling there on the day, and so it is bright, whereas the other part is having no sunlight, so it will be night. So in between you can see the circle of illumination. So this divides the day from night on the globe, and we have studied what is a globe. It is a miniature model of the earth. So this is called the circle of illumination, and the circle does not collide with the axis. You can see that it is not colliding with the axis. Furthermore, the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation around its axis. We have studied what is a rotation. So earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation around its axis, and the period of rotation is known as the earth day. See, the time that is taken by the earth to complete its one rotation, it's called as earth day. Okay, and this is the daily motion of the earth. Daily we can see that the earth rotates. Okay, and this is known as earth day, and it happens daily. Okay class, I hope you are clear, and please read the first page of your NCERT of chapter 3. Thank you.